Oh, what is this? Oh, let's see if is that that? Hi, everybody. I don't know what that light is. Hold on. That's bizarre. No. What could be causing that? That's strange. Maybe the heavens are shining their light on me. Oh, I don't know what to do about that. I've never seen that before. Because the sun has gone down. Let's see. Ta-da! No. Still a little funny. Wow, what is that? Ow. Ow. That's the second time I've done that. Okay, things are a little bit crazy at the moment. I'm sorry. One of my cats didn't come in, wasn't here. So I was a little bit distracted, and I had this set up, but until you get afternoon prepped for eternity. I love that. I wonder if that's just from it can't be, because it didn't do that on that recent video. It almost seems like it's coming from up there. Wow. That's really psychic. That's wild. Maybe it'll just calm down. I don't know. I wanted you to be able to see that all that like last time, but that's not happening. That's so weird, because there's nothing coming from here and the light is coming. Look at that. Wow. Light is so amazing, isn't it? That's strange. Let's see. I should try to change to move it or something, because you don't deserve to have to look at that. This way. Okay, that's a little better. I guess it's just that the sunset thing going. I don't know. That's a little better. Okay. We'll just try this right here, okay? I'm still getting this. I cleaned off the lens, and that seemed to help a little bit. But I can't understand that. All right, I'm going to try to settle down here. I was kind of panicking because, not panicking, I was kind of worried because BJ is always here. Yep, there we go. Hold on. Well, this is almost as exciting as the last time, where it seemed like the whole thing fell off. Okay, I have a box here I want to open and show you. Oh, goodness. It's not great. I realize that, but I'm not sure what to do about it. That's a little better. Okay. All right, we're just going to go with it. Claudia can only stay for half an hour. Her January goal is to get to March. That's a good goal. you know, that's a good goal. I got a few more than that. I'm sure you have things you have to do, but let me see who's here first and kind of settle down here. Hi, Daryl. Bobby's here from Texas. We've got 37 people. Welcome, everyone, especially if you're new to my channel. Thank you so much. I'm Kaye. I live on a 9+ acre property in Tennessee for 1 year now, a little over a year, after living in California on the entire lot with the house, the garage, the art studio, and the garden and the driveway was 5,700 square feet. And now I have over 9 acres. And, there's pluses and minuses to having woods all around me. The plus is, I don't have houses and cars and radios and all of that stuff going, which believe me, I lived in big cities for 40 years. So I've been there, done that. I can relate. And if you have that, I can totally relate. We used to have to turn on the air conditioner with the compressor just to drown out the street noise. Anyway, Jack will be right back. Debbie is here. Susie's here. You're right. I am speaking more Southern. The people that come here sound very Southern. And as an actor, I tend to just pick up. In fact, who did I start talking like yesterday? Or maybe it was today. Someone in the news. Who was it? Maybe I'll think of it. I don't know. I'm blanking. It's a female, and she she happens to be the well, I shouldn't say anything. I don't want to get political, but she's in the current administration, if you want to call it that. And where you position the sound in your voice is how your voice is going to sound. If you're very nasal, you can direct your. It's a little voice lesson in case you want to change your voice. You can direct your voice to your head, so you can talk a lot more from your head and not so much from your chest. Or you can talk in the back of your throat. A lot of people do that. A lot of people talk in the back of their throat, and you just get tired listening to them because it feels like there's stress, and they're creating lymph nodes. I mean, no, not lymph nodes, sorry, nodes in their vocal cords. Because when you talk in the back of your throat, you're putting so much pressure on your voice all the time. And you know who I'm talking about. People talk like this. And if they just knew that they didn't have to do that talking can be so much more relaxing than that. If you balance it, you don't throw it back, you don't throw it up, you don't put it all in your chest, you kind of balance it out, and you have more resonance, and it's easier to listen to. Anyway, okay. Let's see. Oh, I love murals. Claudia is painting a mural on a wall of a picture of plants. And that's a wonderful thing to do in the winter. And is this an interior or an exterior wall that you're painting this mural on? Hey, Gina. Cheryl Ann is here. I got my first package of seeds today, celebrity hybrid tomatoes. I'll be starting them indoors. If you haven't ordered your seeds, I know I'm so behind on this. If you haven't ordered your seeds, can you hold up just like a couple of days? Because I still have to get this sorted out. I'm supposed to be an affiliate for this company. And we've missed each other in communication, and it's seeds for generations. And I bought a bunch of them at the Homesteaders of America conference, and we talked about it, but I just haven't gotten it set up. But speaking of speaking of affiliate, affiliates, I am going to be an affiliate for IV Organics, which is a family-owned company. That's Charles Malky. He has his own YouTube channel. And he came to my garden in LA and we did a video, and I went to his garden and we did a video. And even Patty, who, if you've been watching, Patty, who came to visit me recently, we planted garlic on the day after Thanksgiving. Patty was watching his channel before me and told me about Charles and that he was in Hollywood. And I'm going, hey, we gotta connect. So we did. And then I wound up making 3 or 4 videos with him. And so he just wrote me this week and he said that their company is really taking off, and was I interested in becoming an affiliate? And I said, absolutely, because, he's a good person. I can vouch for that. And, when anybody starts a company and they really try to have a good quality product, good customer service. I mean, he had this thing packaged up within 5 minutes of me saying yes. And so he sent me the full line of products. If you order the full line of products, you get this great box that looks like a package. And I just wanted to open it and show you the products inside. I think they just have a total of 4 products. That's what I saw on their website. It's ivorganics.com. And if you decide to get the fertilizers, or they also have, a lot of people have issues with fruit trees. They either get too much sun on the trunk of the tree, or they have pest issues, and they have a product that you can either paint on or spray on and protect the trunks of the trees. And I don't think it's not just for fruit trees, but it's especially fruit trees are where you really have to worry about, what's going on. I forget how this opens. If it flips up or, oh yeah, no wait, yeah. Oh, right, one more. And then they have 2 different fertilizers. They're all organic, made in the US, or actually made in Los Angeles, which is pretty cool. Not too many things are made in Los Angeles anymore. And so inside you get a sheet that talks about the plant guard, 3-in-1 plant guard protection against damaging sunburn, insects, and rodents. Used on roses, fruit and nut trees, ornamental trees, and shrubs. Fantastic. And there's a foliar spray, brush on, or tree paste, depending on how much water you add. So, and this is all OMRI listed for organic use. And it has insect repellent, cloning and this is for cloning and transplanting, to curb weather extremes, repels rodents and insects. So that's awesome. I'm definitely going to be using that on my trees. I have to say, I got here and I just was not prepared. I'm going to probably sneeze. I've been outside working. Excuse me. That big bale of hay that's been sitting in my driveway? Well, a third of that is left. John came today and it was 37. It probably got up to 40, and we worked for hours and got compost at the bottom of the hill, and also hay. That bale of hay, about 2/3 of it is. And after we started, I'm going, wait, because I didn't know he was coming today. He texted me this morning and he said he could come. I'm going, oh, great. But I hadn't remembered that I had decided that I wanted to put cardboard. I have a lot of cardboard in my shop that has been unfolded, broken down, but not necessarily have the tape off. I thought most of it had the tape off, and I was wrong about that. Anyway, I decided after he got about 10 square feet of hay down, I said, oh, I wanted to put cardboard and then hay, because you can't put cardboard with nothing. It'll blow away. We chased it all over the place last year. And so that's why I've been sitting on all this cardboard, because I haven't been able to get wood chips. And so we moved. So I quickly, so I had the 4-wheeler with the dump trailer, and I was making loops around the house, not around the house, in front, back and forth, back and forth. I would dump the hay, go back and load up a load of cardboard, and then go drop that off, come back and get a load of hay. And I mean, I was just like, I was literally driving the 4-wheeler all after, well, for hours. Anyway, not to jump around, they have two, let's see, this feels lighter. This is a 333 macronutrients that plants need, all-purpose super blend, has azomite, makes 20 plus gallons. I think maybe you add it to water. Feeds soil, foliar, nutritional spray. Yeah. And so this is the organic fertilizer, and this is, I just want to see how, this is net weight 11.8 ounces. That's 11.8 ounces. And this is much heavier. Oh, I see. It's the same thing. It's just a smaller package. This is 4 pounds. So anything that you go and order from Ivy Organics, the discount code is K10, all caps. I mean, that's the way I set it up. So I think might be important. I don't know. But it's K10 if you would like to order some of these wonderful fertilizers. And the tree paste comes in these, and you add water to these. So it comes in like a paint can, and you literally can paint it on or spray it on. So that's that. I'll probably be mentioning it again as I start using it. And I hope you order it and try it, because it's a win-win, because, you know, I, of course, get a commission of 10% if you order, and it helps me, and it helps the company, and it helps you because it's good products. Okay. So let me try to catch up. Let's see. Nomathemba Zwidala. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Where are you from? I know you're new, because I do not remember that unusual name. Actually, it's just unusual for me. It may be everybody on your street may be named Nomathemba. Let's see. Yes, we've got 38 thumbs up with 68 people watching. If you could take a moment and hit the thumbs up, then maybe, just maybe, YouTube would share this while we're actually doing it, and recommend it to others. So if you don't know how to do that, if you're on mobile and you don't know how to hit the like button, that's because you're looking at the live chat window. So click that off and hit the thumbs up, and just click it back. Just hit live chat again. You'll be right back where you left off. Okay. Thank you, moderators. We have Patricia, Gina, John is here. Let's see. Neither am I, Happy. Actually, I almost forgot because we were working all afternoon. Matt is here from Salt Lake City, Utah. The one and only. Let's see. Ramblin' Rose is here. I can relate to that. Yeah. Speaking of cats, BJ is always here by mealtime. Trust me. But I called her and called her and called her, and I was starting to get very worried. And I was thinking, oh, I'm going to be so distracted for the live stream if she doesn't show up. But I went out and called her one more time, and here she came. And it was funny because it was like the other three cats were going, they were standing by me out back, and they're looking at her like, where have you been? We've had to wait for dinner because of you. And she looks at them and they look at her and she's like, and she gets her fur up on the back of her spine, it's just like, not a very friendly reception here. But anyway, as soon as I called them for food, they were over it. Let's see. Jesse Moore is changing out water barrels and putting in IBC totes. Where did you get your totes? I really looked for those for a long time. When I came here, I was thinking about getting those and putting them behind the shop, but never got around to that. And then I thought about doing a 3,000 gallon water tank, like, or no, I think he has. Doug has two 1500s, I think is what he has in his barn. But I was thinking about putting a big water tank back there, but Justin left, and none of those kind of projects have moved forward at all. Let's see. Yes, they can be hilarious. I mean, last night, I called. Actually, BJ was out late last night. Also, now that I think of it, and everybody was in waiting to be fed, and here she comes with a mouse in her mouth, and I'm going, no, you're not bringing that in here. Take out. Nope, can't bring it in here. She's trying her best to get it into the garage so that she can, after she eats, she can play with it, because that's the main goal is play. At least for these younger cats, these cats aren't even a year old yet. So I had to trick her to get her to drop it. Oh, and I saved a chipmunk this past week. That was a close call, very close call. But somehow they had brought a chipmunk into the garage, and the chipmunk had wiggled its way through I got this two huge litter boxes and wiggled its way through there, and it was hiding in the back. And they were like crawling all over. Couldn't, it's too heavy for them to kind of move the litter boxes. And so when I went out there, I thought, well, let me see I thought it was a bug, or a moth, or not a moth, but something. And I move it and I see this chipmunk fly out. And as soon as they saw it, it was like, and I went, oh my God, what have I done? It ran into the blue barrel. And I heard this. Because it's a plastic blue barrel and it was on its side, and it's trying to go on the side because there's a cat sitting at the open end going, oh gosh. Somehow I managed to grab that cat, put her in jail. I have a dog crate. I call it jail when I have to just lock them in for a minute, and put her in jail. And then I and the garage doors were up, and I swiveled this blue barrel around, and it saw its opportunity, and it just went that way. But then Patch comes out of nowhere and just flies after it. I'm going, ah! I run over there, and then I had drug. You'll see in a video if I, when I get it done. I finally got the Christmas tree down and out, and it was in the yard. And so this chipmunk, and it's laying over on its side, so it's like this big piece of brush, and this chipmunk runs into that to hide. And so she was really hauling butt after this chipmunk. And then she has to kind of put on the brakes before she runs into this tree. And I was able to go grab her and put her in jail. And then I closed them all in for like 30 minutes, just so the chipmunk could make a clean getaway. Oh gosh. 79 have joined us. Thank you so, well, no, 73, I can't read. 73 have joined us. Thank you so much. We have 49 likes. If you are happy to be here and you enjoy my channel, please give it a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithms and the analytics and all of that jazz, and I would really appreciate it. So, let's see. I want to try to get caught up because I think people are talking about projects and things. So I'm going to scroll back. April rain. I'm going to have to look up Deuteronomy 32:2. I was just thinking yesterday, I don't know if I can memorize anymore. I still remember things that I learned when I was younger, like hymns and prayers and Psalms 23 and the Lord's Prayer and monologues that I did for 20 years in New York or wherever. I wasn't in New York 20 years. I was in New York for 7 years, but monologues that I did for 20 years. I have total recall on that, but to sit down, I was just thinking this like an hour ago, to sit down and actually learn, memorize, because I've been kind of out of the loop away from Hollywood now for a year and 3 months. So I haven't, had an audition or tried to learn anything. So I don't know. I think I should test myself. And good evening, April. Yeah, we got more cool weather in Tennessee. Yeah, it's supposed to be 37 tomorrow. Leanne is here from Idaho. Prep for Eternity Homestead. Have you told us where you are? I can't remember. Anne is here. Brodzinski from Ohio. Pauline Kirsch from Mississippi. Jenny Pennington. She's got more snow. Just if you could just, until we get it all like locked into the brain, if you could just remind us where you are. I mean, where are you, Jenny, that you're having snow? Just wondered. Jack says, make sure you have it. Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm scrolling back, Jack. I just want to, Todd is here from Central Texas. Thank you so much, Todd. Many thanks. Oh, there we go. Nomathemba Zwidala is from South Africa. Fantastic. Okay, I think I'm caught up. The mural is interior. Well, that makes it a lot easier to paint. If you're not outside and freezing. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. She said I look like a teenager. Exactly, Kirsty. Christy's talking about how easy it is to pick up the Southern accent. For those of you who are new here, I was born and raised and educated through college in Tennessee. And then I left and I have been gone all this time, all these 15 years or so. and it's been more than that. And now I'm back. So everybody, it's very easy I could just, because I'm an actor and I had to actively learn how to let my Southern accent go when I went to New York because that was unacceptable. We had a very strict code of the way we're supposed to look. The hair had to be like this, We had to have the IBM look, with the navy blazer and knee-length skirt and pumps and, little officey blouse. And we had to have this whole, and we had to sound, now anything goes. You'll see anything in a commercial now, but not then. All the spokespeople for all the products had a very clean look. Anyway, those days are over. But I had to really work hard to get rid of my Southern accent, but it's very hard. I mean, it's very easy to fall back into it. Wow. Cheryl Ann, where did you say you were? You're not already planting lemon squash, are you? Let's see. Oh gosh, I know, Susan. We were sneezing, and I asked him. I said, "Do you want me to go find you a mask?" He didn't want one, so it is. It actually, I love the smell of hay. It actually smelled really nice, and it's really broken down hay. It's first of all, it's been sitting here for at least 6 months. Well, it's been sitting here since September. And it had been in his field for a while because one whole side of it was all decomposed. Okay. King Leo 1000. Where are you writing from, King Leo? That's quite a long Google name. You might want to consider shortening that. I speak from experience. I used to have a long name. It was Kaye Kittrell, Late Bloomer Urban Organic Garden Show. And I set it up, and I'm just going, no. I finally changed it after many years. You can't buy a pump for your large cistern. What do you mean? What is that the answer to it? Is that a question answer to something I said? I don't remember. Oh, good. Oh, good. So, he has good customer service. So Jeremy at Son of a Gun in Phoenix, yeah, these products would really be great in Phoenix, I'm sure. Yeah, the only thing about the IBC totes, Jesse, and I'm sure you know this, I'm just trying to catch up comments here, is you got to make sure they didn't have any chemicals in them before, especially if you're buying them used. Southern Alabama Gardener here, BJ, and I'm not sure why this comment. April is trying to tell us her big project is to get her driveway graded. That can be very expensive, I know, and new culverts to prevent it from washing away. This is for your second 22 raw acres. Fantastic. Wow. How many acres do you totally have, April? Allison is here from Mamou, Louisiana. Thank you, Allison. Some people don't like live streams, but since some people do, I do them. I used to do 2 a week, but I only do 1 now on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. So spread the word, tell a friend. 82 of you are here. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kaye. I was a little bit confusing getting going today because I was out rushing around trying to find one of my cats, and she showed up. And let's see, Laura, I don't remember how to pronounce that. Lore. I wonder if it's Lore like K, but L-O Ray, like Lore. That's the only way I can think that that would be pronounced. Chesapeake, Virginia is supposed to be very beautiful. I haven't been there. I don't think I've been there. Let's see. April is now saying, good evening from Indiana. That's lovely. Thank you. Let's see. Verge Low. I don't know what was going on there. Tina is here. Oh, sorry. BJ's Golds in Alabama to get the tomato seeds in the cups for spring. Let's see. Upper Sky DJ. Hello from the Cascades of the Pacific Northwest in Washington. Well, what do you know? Thank you for joining. I don't think you've been here before. And are you growing a garden up there in the Pacific Northwest other than pot? Just kidding. I know that's pretty common. Martin Simpson is here from Kawartha Lakes, Ontario. Fantastic. Oh, look, Claudia's going. Let's see. Oh, Verge is here from frigid Iowa, 0 degrees. Yes, I was watching one of Doug and Stacy's videos today. I guess it was the latest one. And he said it was 0. And he had wanted me to live there. 0. Oh my gosh. 14 is bad enough. That went fast. Oh, thank you, Mary Lou. I appreciate that. Jenny's in Southeast Ohio. 36 in Sebring, Florida. Sebring, where the famous race. I went to one of those one time when I was in my 20s. I went to Sebring and watched those little sports cars. Yeah, because I had friends in Sanford. And they were interested in going, and I tagged along. Let's see. The Cascades mountains are supposed to be just gorgeous, especially through Oregon, I've heard. Roseville, California. Let's see. Verge, what you're having a tough time with what, if you care to share? Let's see. I don't know if we can help you, but we can give you some emotional support anyway. Oh, shoot. Let's see. Yes. Yes, indeed, Daryl. I actually have lost track of the Canadian and American truck driver situation. I didn't hear any. I didn't. You know, sometimes it's just overwhelming. There's so much going on, and you get your head's so full of it all that you just go. You have to just take a step back. I like to keep track of what's going on, but at some point it's just like, whoa, I got to just step back and take a break. Denise came and went. Let's see. Let's see. Um, hmm. I'm just trying to figure this out here. We're just going to try to do English, everybody. If you're tuning in from another country and you can't write English, but you really want to leave a comment, that's appropriate to our live stream, like gardening or sustainable living or any of that. Just do a translate on your search engine and then leave the comment in English, because obviously we can't read it if it's not. I can't anyway. Okay. So Scott Head is here from Black Gumbo. Thank you, Scott, for joining. Make sure you check out his latest video. I am going to do the single seed challenge. And I think, I hate to kind of be a copycat, Scott, but I think that a pepper is a really wise choice because, if you do, you could do Brussels sprouts, or something that you really felt like was going to last through the seasons. But I was thinking, a brassica wouldn't be as good because you would need to, or I think I would want to be able to have the flexibility, like you said, to bring it inside. And a pepper plant you can grow in a pot successfully. Especially if it's not a really big one. Like I tried growing orange Thai chili in a pot, but they get to be 6 feet tall. And believe me, that was, they began to suffer, after the first year in a pot. This is in California. So I kept my orange Thai peppers for, I think, 3 years, but they did much better in the ground. So I'm going to start mine probably tomorrow. I'm going to pick out, I used almost all of my sort of different, unusual pepper varieties last year. So I'm going to have to really search and see what I've got in there. But hey, everybody, why not, Scott had a great idea, and it's a great way to connect with other people, is the single seed challenge. You're not just doing it for yourself, because you can actually connect with other people, as he explained it. And I'll say this again when I do mine, is you can hashtag single seed challenge on your posts about it. And then you can see who else is doing that, because it seems to be a fairly common thing. And then you can connect with people, which is like the whole thing about gardening, right? Is connection, right? Just think of the mycelium in fungi, how it connects and reaches out, and the roots, and just, plants, and plants that live cooperatively. And, we need to do that as people. We don't need to be just like one gardener here doing my own thing. I learned so much from other people and vice versa. So I think it's a great idea. Connie's here from Los Angeles. Beatrice is here from New York. 60 degrees in Houston. Wow. Oh gosh. Yes. I hope, yes. I didn't see that Verge was, or no, did I say Verge? I'm so sorry. Low, VIGH. I'm not sure if it's a Vi. I didn't see that you were suffering from the virus, but make sure that you're taking all the protocols. They're very easy to find online that help you get better soon. And of course, the sooner the better that you start, even just high dose vitamin C, if nothing else, aspirin, high dose vitamin C, I'm not even supposed to say these things, but we've all been taking vitamin C forever, right? So it's crazy. But I hope you get better soon. But you can easily search, the protocols for that, what you should be taking. because the last thing you want to do is go to a hospital. The very last. Uh, oh, so April is recently married. Wonderful. Congratulations. Wow. And where is this located, April? I think I missed that. Okay, Daryl, thanks. I haven't checked email. I have 34,000 plus 36, I'm sorry, 46,000 emails in my inbox, and it gets to a point where I don't even want to look at it. But I will. Let's see. Upper Sky DJ. Are you a DJ, by the way? They are beautiful, but not necessarily an easy life, but a good life. I don't know what we're talking about, unfortunately. I've never tried winter sowing in milk jugs. Yes, that's good advice, Jenny. But getting therapeutics is even more important. Eddie is here from Tucson. Fantastic. GB is here. GB, where are you located? I forgot. Salem, Oregon. There must be a Salem in every state. Yeah, it's interesting. Low 70s in LA. Okay, let's see. Snowing in where John is. Okay. Jennifer is here from White Mountains of AZ. I don't know where the White Mountains are. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Lupin. I think you say lupin, don't you? Not lupine. I went on a quest for lupin. And finally, when I did my desert bloom video, which I wish everybody would, if you haven't seen it, you would go and watch it. It was a labor of love with the emphasis on the labor. I spent 3 days alone in my Prius driving to various deserts outside of LA. Spent 3 days on the road. And, when the desert blooms, it's not every year, because it just depends on how much water they got in the winter or whatever, the fall. And I was determined to find lupin, determined. And then I actually ordered, and I did. I found some. And in fact, I would love to share that video. I'll share it underneath the video if anybody wants to go back and grab that. But afterwards, I ordered lupin they were white, not purple, but I think they were white. I ordered them from Annie's, what is Annie's seed and plants? Actually, she's more plants than seeds. I don't even remember seeing seeds there. She's got a big plant nursery up in Northern Cal. Annie's something. I'm blanking. And I ordered lupin. I didn't order it. Sorry. I was there. I went on their birthday, or they had a big celebration that day, and I went that day. And because it was about an hour from Stanford, and I went up to see my son and went over there, and I bought lupin, and I brought them home and planted them. Is it lupin I bought? Oh yeah, no, I bought lupin and the sage, the white the I think it's white sage that the Native Americans use to cleanse. And I planted those in my little front yard. And I don't I can't remember if the lupins actually bloomed or not. But the white sage was really lovely, but then it dies back. And that's when you harvest it and you wrap it up and harvest it and then you can burn it, right? But I wasn't out there and Eric was working for me at the time, one day a week, and he saw that it was dead and he just cut it down. Wait, I've been waiting the whole time for that. Oh well. Let's see. Ooh. So Anne has a cattle panel greenhouse. That sounds lovely. I wish you could share a picture somehow. Or do you have a channel, Anne? Um, See, I haven't started any flowers. All those flowers are starting in milk jugs. But how do you do that in milk jugs? Are you talking about outside? I think exactly, Tina. Tina says no garden is an island. I don't know how to do the milk jug thing. I've never done it, and I'm going to have to see a video or something. Are you saying that to me, Tina? Check out Dr. Living Good. By the way, I know that a lot of people are talking amongst themselves. So just say, if you are addressing me, just say Kaye, and then I'll know that you're not talking to somebody else. And then I'll know what what you're referring to. 93 of you are here. Thank you so much for joining my channel. It is 5:50 already. Gosh, well, I had a little bit of a late start. I'm going to give it a few extra minutes today because I had a little confusion getting started. Had some weird lights shining on the screen. So I want to be able to say hi to everybody. So it's interesting. Okay. Anyway, Tina is saying, check out Dr. Living Good. If that's directed to me, what is that about? So I'll know what I'm looking for. Oh, yes, you're right. Forever Settled says Garden Answer. I actually am subscribed to her channel, and I saw that the other day that she was doing winter sowing in milk jugs. That's right. I'd forgotten that. Winter sowing in Ziploc freezer bags per winter sowing channel. Interesting. Well, you're going to be hearing about my winter sowing. Actually, I'm going to sow inside, but I am going to grow outside because Daryl invited me, and this was something that Denise told him about, and he told me about. We went a couple of nights ago. Yeah, it was Sunday night. And she was talking about they do year-round gardening in Zone 7. And they do it with a foot of hay mulch, plus row cover cloth, plus in a hoop house. They've got big hoop houses. So it is possible. You just have to keep the ground warm enough. And so I'm going to try to create mini hoop houses in my big raised beds and see how it goes. So I started one tray of seeds. There's 12 times 6. 12 times 6 is 72, right? That can't be right. No, 12 times 6. 6 times 2 is 72. Sorry. 72. There's 72 cells over there that I seeded with cool season, mostly brassicas. They may all be brassicas. Yeah, they're all brassicas. Cabbages. I've got 4 different kinds of cabbage, 3 kinds of broccoli, and cauliflower, kohlrabi, and I think that's it. Yeah. And then I'm going to do another tray. I said I was only going to do one tray in the video. I just shot the video, so you'll get to see that next, maybe tomorrow, probably tomorrow. And I said in there, I'm only going to do one tray. But I'm getting all these seeds out and I'm going, wait a minute. I mean, I got to do spinach and chard and beets. No, well, beets I direct sow. I don't start beets in trays. Let's see. Is that on an apple? Are those directions for an apple, Haffy? Shell Bells is here. Oh gosh, I'm so behind. I'm going to focus real hard on catching up on comments. Okay. GB is Debbie in New York. Hello, Debbie. It's my sister's name. I'm sitting. The homesteading family shares Amish recipes for congestion and sore throats. It's a good idea. Yes, help me. John is saying, everybody help me reach 65,000. It has been so slow the last few months. I don't know what to do. I'm working as hard as I can. And it's just like everybody is so probably spending so much time on, keeping track of what's going on. And it's just like, wow, how do you even do that? If I was working full time, I wouldn't be able to do. I don't know how you do it. But anyway, I would really appreciate you guys sharing my channel and subscribing if you haven't already. Shell Bells is here. I don't have any milk jugs because I don't buy milk in jugs. So I don't have those. I might be able to scrounge up some water jugs, water bottles. Upper Sky DJ. Oh, thank you. You said it's a hard life. Okay, now I understand. Now I've connected it up. I appreciate that. I've heard about the train that you can take through the Cascades, and it's so beautiful. And one of these days, if we ever get back to some sort of semblance of normal life, I would like to travel. Oh, I just think lupins are absolutely stunning. So April has an urban homestead of 4 lots in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Wow. And then she has 22 acres out away from her house. Annie's Annuals. Thank you so much. I actually met Annie. She's very nice. Yes, I guess that would be the same thing, Scott. Annie's Perennials. I think the name of the company used to be Annie's Annuals, but she certainly sells perennials. Yeah, probably. No kidding. Huh. Connie said she just sold her business to an employee. I want to find that so you guys can grab that. I did a, let's see if I can get to my videos, my content. I would love for you to see that. I had sort of forgotten. Oh, come on. There it is. I had sort of forgotten that I even did that. But let me come back to the live stream. You guys, do me a favor and watch that video. That is the visit that I did to. They had a big event that day, so they had people in costumes and walking around on stilts and things, and music, and a big sale. I guess it was their big once a year sale or fall sale or something like that. Uh, oh my God. 100 acres of lupins. That's the only thing I can even think to compare with that would be the acres and acres of Connie, help me. The beautiful flowers that are native to California. Poppies, thank you. Thank you, Kay. The poppies. Oh, I went to they have a national park that's just poppies. And so that's in my desert bloom too. I'm going to put that down too. And I would love it if you guys would check it, watch it, and like it. Give it some love. It never got the attention it deserved, believe me. And I worked so hard on that video, killed myself. Where are we? Here we are. Here's the desert bloom. That was I believe that was the 100th episode of my original series. And I'd love it if you'd watch it. Okay. Esther's gardening. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot that so I can I won't remember, but I'll screenshot that. Winter sowing expert. Let's see, it jumped. Oh, thank you, Gina. I saw that. Susan, did yours open up? Because I saw one of those garden channels that has millions of views, and this video had over 1 million views, and it was just a regular size, like a 4x8 or 4x6 or I think it was a 3x6, and he had a swing up hoop house on it. But I know that that's not possible for mine. Mine are 6x8, so that's not possible. I would have to do 2 different. No, I just can't do it. It's not going to be able to be opened up like that. If you had a smaller size, I could see doing it. So I'm going to have to crawl in the end, I think. Susan, do you crawl in your raised beds, or are the hoop things movable? Scott, that's a good question. It says on the package, it actually says on the package. Scott, are you an affiliate for Seeds for Generations? Did I see that on one of your videos? Because he asked me when I met him in Homesteaders of America, but we haven't actually connected since then. It says it makes a great coleslaw, and that you can eat the root or the leaves. And so I was thinking I would do coleslaw, but if it tastes like cabbage, I could grate it and not grate it. I'm sorry. I could just cook it, steam it like I do cabbage. I love simple, and I love. It's so boring, but I just love like a steam to cut a cabbage in 4 pieces or 8 pieces, wedges, and just steam it in a little bit of water, steam it with salt and pepper. Done. Love it. So, but I would probably, since I'm not familiar with it, Scott, I would probably do a coleslaw. Okay, thank you, April. Are we connected on Messenger? By the way, I don't know how long I'm going to stay on that, you guys, because they have already changed the business suite to the new virtual name, and if you know what I'm talking about, and I ain't going there. I ain't going there. I prefer real reality. Uh, so, but people can find me on Telegram if you're really looking for me. You can find me on there. Yeah, I would have to look back at OYG. I looked at his channel the other day after you mentioned him, Haffy, and it didn't seem like he had posted in a long time. I think he's focusing on music. And I don't blame him. I mean, how long do we want to do these things? I mean, he's coming up on 10 years too, you know. My 10-year anniversary is April 22nd. And I swear, if you can't get 10,000 subscribers in 10 year, 10 a year, and then you what are you doing, you know? So that's why I really am putting out an appeal for you guys to help share my channel. Let's see. Let's see. Cut middle to hinge, soil in, dampens. Forever settled. I know you're trying to tell me a lot of information in a short amount of, but I'm going to have to actually see it somewhere. Hey, Rebecca is here from Food Forest Next Door. Give her a rousing hello. She hasn't been around in a while. Tina, whose virus guide are you talking about? I mean, Dr. Zelenko is fantastic, and he's one of the first to come up with a protocol for the virus. Maybe although Christy, everybody will be busy gardening, I would think. Yeah, I'd have to do that. Well, Anne, you probably already heard me answer this because I'm behind on questions, but I'm doing kohlrabi, broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower. Okay, so Howie is here. Who's Howie and where's Howie? I didn't see Howie. Okay, I missed that. I heard Christina watched my recent video when I was here in the window. The what was it called? My last video. She watched that, so she's around, but maybe she just can't make today. Yeah, boy, I must be very behind. Southern Alabama left. Well, I'm going to try to compete with you then, Scott, because I'm going to try to get that arranged. I've kind of dropped the ball on all my kind of housekeeping stuff lately. Oh, Upper Sky DJ, me too. Poppies and lupin for sure, but poppies, I would always have a problem with poppies in California, if you can believe it, because they got covered in mildew. It drove me crazy. You would pull them out and it would just be a cloud of spores, just go everywhere. Oh, that's great, Rebecca. Rebecca said her cats are enjoying my videos where I have the kitties. Let's see. Okay, Susan is saying you mean the plastic? You're holding the plastic down over your hoops of your raised bed. I think that's what you're saying. I've heard of freezer coleslaw, but I don't remember what it is. I mean, do you just make coleslaw and put it in the freezer and then take it out and eat it frozen? Otherwise, I mean, why would it be called that? You can't eat it frozen. Your teeth would hurt. Um, GB, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I'm growing purple cabbage too. So if you, like I said, guys, and I know Scott is on, but if you haven't ordered your seeds already, please just wait a couple of days and let me get this squared away so you can order from Seeds of Generation. That helps me, that helps them, and it's at no extra cost to you. Let's see. And you're supporting a small family business. Organic seeds. Wow, that's fantastic. Rebecca is teaching 8th grade science and going to school for her PhD. That's awesome. Oh gosh. Happy, what does OYG stand for? It's 1 Yard Revolution. It's not OYG, it's OYR. That's why I got confused. It's 1 Yard Revolution. And he and I used to communicate. And I did a video. One of my favorite videos was about the rain. And I put out I did this in 2015, I think. It might have been 16, but it rained on July the 18th in Los Angeles, and that had not happened in 30 years or something. And it only rained for 2 hours. But of course I had to make a video because rain was so unusual and completely rare in the summertime. So at least at that time. And so I put out this call for people in really different parts of the world to send me clips of what it was like in the rain there. And OYR, he's in Chicago area. So he sent a rain clip to me. And my friend Chris Towerton, he was briefly on YouTube, but he decided to check out of all of that. It was taking too much time from his family. But Chris sent me this great clip from Sydney, Australia. And then I got a clip from the Philippines. I don't hear from her anymore, unfortunately. And I got a clip from a guy in, I think he was in New Hampshire. And who else? Not sure who else, but I love that video, and I'm going to actually put that here just in case somebody wants to watch it. Let's see. What was the name of that? It's in my rain playlist. No, it's not. Oh, show all. I have 37 videos in my rain playlist. Every time it rained, it was so unusual. I would go out and make a video in California. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Ode to Rain. The music is lovely. And I would really appreciate it if you guys would watch it. Hit the thumbs up. Give it a little love, because it hasn't been seen in well, I mean, it could be being seen. I don't know. Howie is food forest permaculture. Is he here? Did somebody say hi, Howie? Because I need help. I need permaculture help. Thank you, Scott. He's gone. Let's see. Oh, -6 in Illinois. Gosh, that's cold. Yes, that's what I'm hoping. I have red cabbage, purple broccoli, purple whole peas, although they're really just it's just the hull that's purple. You know, by the time you cook it, it's just beige. I need the clamps too to hold the plastic down. He's actually outside of Chicago, Happy. At least that's what he told me. Ramblin' Rose is gone. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be able to get caught up. No, GB. Wait, is GB Debbie? No, I've really thought about it, but I don't know how you monetize it. You know, I mean, if you get a sponsor, I guess, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, the point of doing this is, you know, if you're working full time, which I am, let's just say 40 hours a week, you have to be compensated, you know, as much as it is a labor of love. I mean, I've never turned a profit because I spent so much money on it in the beginning that I would have to have like 1 million subscribers to ever be able to actually pay myself anything. I'm still paying off my debt. So, and that's going to keep going until I have, you know, 200,000 or 300,000 subscribers. But the question is, am I going to keep doing that? Because, you know, it's been so slow for the last 2 or 3 months. I just think, why? You know, it's crazy. Ramblin' is Rose is gone, and let's see. Well, it's certainly cold like Michigan, but as far as I know, he lived outside of Chicago. Daryl is suggesting a new mandate. Everyone must grow vegetables in their lawn, in their yard, and not a lawn. Winter's Family Farm is here. We're just getting off. We're running over about 15 minutes. I got a little bit of a late start, but thank you for joining. Thank you, Forever Settled. I'm going to read Psalm 91 when I get off. 50 and sunny in central AZ. That sounds actually nice. Let's see. There are ads, but rumors say you should. Boy. Now I've lost the thread here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying that they run ads on BitChute and Rumble. So I don't know how it works. I would have to look into that. Thank you, Patricia. Patricia's got to go to take her grandson to a game tonight. Right, Daryl. Alabama Gardner is here. Lou from Mobile. I'm caught up. Oh my gosh. Winnie Mosley. I'm concerned about what that is, because I think that was last time. What do you do, Winter's Family Farm? And am I talking to Mr. or Mrs. Winters? Betty, we're just getting off. Thank you for tuning in, though. Mm. It's hard to know, Debbie. It's really hard to know. This is Obama Gardner was Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one. I don't think I went to the other ones in the movie theater. And it's at the very end. I haven't seen it since then, so but I remember that I think they were doing outtakes throughout the credits, and at the very end, he says something and then it goes black. And somebody, let's see, Double Dog Farm left a whole sentence, but it didn't sound like, I don't know if that was it or not. Hmm. Ah, Ms. Winters, where are you located? That's right. Daryl says promote gardening, share seeds, and promote my channel. if you would, I'd really appreciate it. Shampoo 17 below. Oh, I know. Oh my gosh, we saw on BP Earthwatch said it was going to be 50 below. And the company that my son works for is headquartered outside of Minneapolis, and I'm thinking those poor cows, they won't survive if they're outside if it's 50 below. Stay warm shampoo. Oh, cherry trees. I lived in Washington D.C. for a couple of years, and I used to love to ride my bike down to the just when I used to ride my bike down to the what was it called? Where all the water is? The basin? I don't know. Where all the cherry trees line the water, and the Jefferson Memorial sits in the middle or on the side of it. I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, the cherry trees were so gorgeous, and just to ride down that sidewalk with all those cherry trees in bloom. Oh, fantastic. So Mrs. Winters is in Savannah, Tennessee, and that is close to where? Uh-huh. I don't remember now, Obama Gardner. I'm so sorry. Yes. Yes. Are they headed up to Ottawa? Is that where the capital is, Daryl? Have a great week, Rebecca. Yes, now I used to know where Pickwick Lake is, but I don't anymore. Yeah, speaking of spelling Daryl's name, my phone, every time I dictate Daryl, it comes up that the correct spelling, the way I've spelled it, and then it automatically switches to all caps Daryl. And I go, why in the world does it do that? Daryl is not in any of my contacts. And why would it be all caps? It's just the weirdest thing. I have to always go back and correct it. Oh, Shane. Of course. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. We know each other. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. Ooh, I hope it does some good. Yes, I will. Thank you, Daryl. I'll check it. I am cooking myself a steak, and that's final. I bought a couple of steaks on Sunday, and I'm having a steak tonight. I worked hard today. I worked really hard. I was on that four-wheeler, on and off that four-wheeler. I felt like I had been riding a horse all day, on and off that four-wheeler, driving back and forth, loading up hay, loading up cardboard while he put it all down. He would walk back and forth and help me too, but that was my big goal for January, was to get that big load of compost and that big round bale of hay onto the side garden and the lower garden, distributed and cleaned off driveway. That is my goal. And he's not coming back tomorrow because it's going to be 37. But he's coming on Thursday. So anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Oh my gosh, wait, hang on, Anne. I had forgotten about that. But Winter Family Farm just moved to Savannah, Tennessee. I just wanted to clarify that. Allison. Yeah. Mardi Gras. I can't even imagine. But anyway, we prayed for Anne Brodzinski's husband, Brian. Young hubby Brian will have an echocardiogram. Your hubby is young and he needs an echocardiogram? I'm sorry. I don't remember the circumstances now, Anne, only because I try to get, I put my mind into so many different situations. If you want to remind me. Yes, Upper Sky. From your words to God's ears. Good evening, Debbie. Thank you. Have a great night. Let's see. Anyway, Anne, I hope all goes well with your husband. And I don't remember the circumstances, unfortunately. But I do hope that everything goes well with your husband. Thank you so much for the 62 of you that have stayed on. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. It means a great deal to me. God bless you. Have a great week. Stay safe, stay well, stay positive, and plant seeds.